Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation, we're going to see how we go about downloading legal copies of Microsoft operating systems that we use for this course. For this tutorial, you'll be needing a couple of tools. The first tool you want to download and install is the free download manager. The reason being is that because these ISO files are so large and they can take such a long time to download, your download may become interrupted. If that's the case, you don't want to have to restart the download process all over again. To help us download these ISO images with minimal effort, we can use a download manager, and we can restart where we left off if the download becomes interrupted. Not only that, but I have found that using the free download manager also speeds up the download by quite a bit. Now, the second tool we're going to need to download to help ease this process is the Microsoft Windows and Office ISO download tool from HiDoc. This is a free download, and this is a great tool so that we can easily download our image for Windows 10. Using Google, you can quickly locate this tool just by typing in ISO download tool in the search bar. And once you look at your search results, you'll see that it is from HiDoc. That is the site that hosts this tool. And from here, you just click on the link, and it'll take you right back out to where we just were. Now, once we've done the prep work, we're ready to begin the download of whatever Windows operating system we want to download. In this case, I want to download an ISO image for either Server 2012, Server 2016, or Server 2019. I'm just going to type that into my search bar for my favorite search engine. In this case, it's Google. And I'm just going to conduct a search. And if I scroll down here, you'll see that I have an option here for Windows Server Trials on the Microsoft Evaluation Center. I'm going to go ahead and click on that option. And that's going to take me out to where I can download whatever ISO image I want. So if I scroll down, you'll see at the top I have an option to download Windows Server 2019. Now let's talk about these different versions of this ISO image that you can download. The only ISO image that you want to download for this course is the Windows Server 2019, Server 2016, or the Windows Server 2012 R2. Now, depending on which course you're taking, but you do not want to download Windows Server 2019 Essentials. You do not want to download Microsoft Hyper-V. You do not want to download the Windows Admin Center. You can ignore those. We only want a straight download of the Windows operating system. So once I've located the right download location, all I have to do is choose which version of the Windows operating system do I want to download. Now, the download procedure for any of the Windows Server operating systems remains constant. It remains the same. Regardless if I'm wanting to download Server 2019, Server 2016, or Server 2012 R2, nothing's going to change. And so let's take Server 2016 as an example. If I click on the plus sign on the download page, it's going to take me over to where I can select how I want to download Server 2016. This would be the same for Server 2019 or Server 2012. I will select the ISO image. Click Continue. Here you have to fill out your pertinent information. Now, you do not have to fill out your real information if you don't feel inclined to do so. You can give yourself a false identity here. But I have not had any problems typing in my real information, but that's up to you. So if you come back and you get yourself an ISO image for Server 2019, you will have to type in the same information again, or Server 2012 R2. Now once you've got all the information typed in, just click on the button for Continue. Now here you're going to select your language. To use the download manager, I'm going to go to the download button here where I can download the ISO image. I'm going to right click and I'm going to select copy the link location. I'm going to bring up my download manager. I'm now going to click on the plus sign, and download manager is pretty smart. It grabbed the download location for that ISO image from my clipboard. This is the location that Microsoft gave me to download this eval. With the URL in place inside of my free download manager, all I have to do now is just click OK. On this next screen, we can select the download location for this ISO file. So make sure that you find a place, a partition, that is large enough to handle these large ISO files. And you want to make sure that, if at all possible, do not save these ISO images to the same partition as your main operating system for your local machine, as they are quite large. And now you can begin the download procedure. And you can see that using this download manager, this large ISO image of almost 6.5 gigabytes is only going to take me roughly about 8 minutes, 9 minutes to download. Now the next ISO image that we need to download is Windows 10 Pro. Now I can easily do this by using this tool, Microsoft Windows and Office ISO download tool. So make sure that you go out and you get a copy of this, because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Once you're at the download page for this tool, just scroll down just a little bit until you come to the download link. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my desktop. Once you have the tool downloaded, you can go ahead and just launch it. So this is what the tool's icon looks like, and it's here on my desktop where I saved it. Now I'm just going to double click it. As I stated before, it requires no installation. It's now ready to launch. Now over here on the right window pane, we have the options that we can download. I need a Windows 10 ISO image, so I'm going to click that radio button. On this next page, we can pull down this window and we can select the version we wish to download. I'm going to go ahead and download the Windows Home Pro version. That's the only version we can use. Now we cannot use Home, because that does not allow us to network inside of a Windows Server domain. So we have to use the Pro version to have that capability. So I'm going to go ahead and select this option. I'm going to confirm. Now once I'm on to the next page, select the product language. I will pull down this window and I will select English. Go ahead and confirm. Now you have to choose which version you want to download. If you have a 32-bit hardware architecture for your local host machine, that's what you have to download. If you have a 64-bit, that's what you have to download. Now, if you have a 64-bit, you have the option of downloading either 32-bit or 64-bit. My operating system runs on 64-bit architecture. I'm going to go ahead and select that option. Again, for this download procedure, we want to use our download manager. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to copy the link for the 64-bit. I've already copied it over to the clipboard. Let's bring up my free download manager. And now I'm going to click on the plus sign one more time. And now you see that I have a new URL inside of the download manager ready to download. Again, I'm just going to click OK. I'm going to save it to the same location and begin the download. As you can see, there's lots of things that I can download, or lots of different images I can download using this free tool called the ISO Downloader. I can go over here, I can click on Office, I can get all the different versions of Office that I want. I can click on Other, I can get the Windows Admin Center, and I can select which language I want to view this tool in. And so that's going to conclude this short video presentation on how we go about downloading legal ISO images from the Microsoft site for either Server 2012, Server 2016, or Server 2019 and the Windows 10 operating system. So if you have any questions or you have any concerns about any of the information that was provided for you in this short video presentation, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact your instructor, and I'll see you in my next video.